is singer, producer, actress, and it girl or that girl, Chlöe, who is opening up about her journey and now her album and all the wonderful things that are happening in your life. Before we went to break, you said something so powerful about people measuring themselves off of others on social media. You took Twitter off your phone.
I did. For a minute, I removed all socials off my phone and I just turned it over to my team. Like, of course, I'd still take the content, I'd come up with the captions, but I would just send it to them.
Yeah.
But I got rid of my social media because I realized the things people were saying, the negative things about me, they were affecting me.
You were reading them.
Yes. And I noticed, like, if I'd go out on stage or even if I just make any appearance, thoughts in my head are, okay, if I do this, people are gonna say this. And I realized that I was changing myself for other people and their opinions, and what they were accusing me of originally, which is not being myself and being something forced, that's what I was turning into because I was so occupied with what people thought about me. But the second I deleted the apps off my phone, I was mentally so much clearer.
Really?
Yeah, because
Good.
you're doing what makes you happy.
You're doing what makes you happy.
Yeah.
You know, when you came out in your radiant red and your red locks, I know that you stopped wearing red locks for a while.
Yes.
Because
I
it
did.
reminded you of something painful that happened.
Yes. So around the photo you showed, it was that night when I first had this color installed. It was AMAs, it was a great time. Like, Have Mercy was like, boop, boop, boop. I was like, yeah. But that was such a difficult month for me. And I didn't have my hair in very long. And this is my favorite color on me.
Right.
Out
So
of
you
all
stopped wearing
Yeah.
red in your hair because it reminded you
of that time.
Of that time that you wanted to forget.
Yes.
I get, you know, this blows my mind because I know that a picture is 1,000 words, but a picture can also be a lie, right? And so here you are, fierce, gorgeous,
Thank you.
body, everything.
Thank you.
And to think that this young woman went home feeling pain.
You can always tell by the eyes.
Yeah.
So there my eyes look sad, but it was such a great time. So when I created and finally was ready to present this album to the world, I said, okay, I want my hair to be that same exact color because this album represents me taking my power back. I
love that. So you alluded to some of the things that people had said on social media. I read them too. And there's been this, you talked to Lotto about it on her podcast, that going from this kid-friendly image, if you will, or the young shows as a young woman, and now here you are as an adult, some people had a hard time digesting that this was the transition. And so I loved in the interview, you talked about, I'm an adult now. You know, I'm an adult. And when all of this conversation about Swarm and the scene and Swarm, you said, people, this is acting. Even when you tell yourself, I'm acting, these aren't real, you know, haters, people love me, it seeps in.
It does, but you wanna know the great thing about removing Twitter from your phone?
We are all, lean in, everybody, because we wanna know.
Anything negative I did not see.
Yes, right.
So in turn, I was just proud of the work I did as an actress, and
you were phenomenal.
Thank you.
Everything you do, you're phenomenal.
Thank you.
And what I love too is people forget the acting for you came before music. Acting was the first love, and then the music came in after.
Isn't that crazy? And let me tell you something that just boosted my confidence as an actress so much. A little earlier today, I saw the incredible Taraji P. Henson, and the first thing she said, she was like, you were incredible in Swarm.
You were?
And she was like, keep going. And that just meant so much to me because playing Marissa in that show, it was all shot on film, which was so cool. Shout out to Janine Neighbors and Donald Glover.
You were phenomenal.
And Dominique Fishback and Damson.
She was a guest on our show and talked about the chemistry that you all had on the show and said the same thing about you.
Being on that set opened my love for acting so much more, to be honest with you, because that was really the first time I felt comfortable being raw and open. I barely had any makeup on for it. I was just myself. I had my short locks, everything like that. So I was like, you know what? What can I take from Chlöe, the soul of Chlöe and the heart of Chlöe, and put into this character? And why I loved Marissa and resonated with her is because on the outside, she's this huge ball of sunshine. She's so like positive, and she in turn was dealing with her own personal issues. So you really never know what people are going through, and I felt honored to play her and to share her.
Well, I loved it because it was a juicy, gritty, serious role. Because, you know, We talk a lot about, you know, the past roles that you've had. This was gritty. This was in your face. This was the mature adult roles that you want in your career.
Yes. Yeah. And I think people are so used to seeing me so done up and hi, hey. It's always different to see me in that light, but that's what acting's all about.
You talk a lot about your family circle. We all know the bond that you have with Hallie. And of course, when the album dropped, she was right there with SZA and everybody else saying how phenomenal the album is. So here, she's now preparing for The Little Mermaid. You've got this huge solo album. Going back to that picture of the kids in 2016 that I met, is this how it played out in your mind?
When I was 15 and Hallie was 13 and we were in our first home in LA, like right after we moved to LA, and she woke up one morning and she said, Chloe, I had a dream, I was like, what was the dream? She said, I had a dream where I saw us and we were so successful, and she was like, and we looked exactly the same but so much cooler. So I think like 2 weeks ago I reminded Hallie of that. I was like, do you remember you told me that dream? I was like, if you think about it, it came true. Right?
It absolutely has come true. And coming up, more on Chloe's new movie that's getting all the praise after the break. So true.
You walk with me every day and you help me in every way. I'll meet you in heaven's gate, but for now I'ma levitate. I live by the Bible cause that's the way that I medicate. You know that I'm learning, you said it's okay at any rate. Sometimes I get down and you know that. I keep my hands up to God cause I'm in need right now. I need you, God.
We're back with actress, artist Chlöe. That was a scene from Chloe's new musical comedy, Praise This. So I was just saying, this is Good Friday, Easter. You said, I'm not working on Easter.
No, that's the Lord's Day.
What are the Easter plans?
Easter plans, I'll be in Chicago because I go out there a couple days early before my first tour date for my In Pieces tour. And I'm just probably going to pray and probably find a service somewhere online and just eat a bunch of food.
Eat a bunch of food. Which is crazy, because you have the movie, you have the album, and you're going on tour.
I am.
10 cities so far.
Yeah, it's my first headlining tour.
Look, and meanwhile, I have circled all the dates that I'll be going to. You're hitting all the major places. What do you want fans to get from this experience? Because this is your first tour, solo.
Yeah, I want to bring my world to them, and I can't wait to connect on these songs together. I can't wait to sing them together. And me and my team and my dancers and the visuals, we've worked so hard, and I think it's just gonna be a huge ball of fun. No song will be left behind from the record.
No song left behind. I love it.
No song left behind.
Going back to Praise, though, that is such a fun, the musical world of gospel and the inspirations. What was it like on set taking on this role?
It was amazing. Yeah. There was not a day that went by where we weren't laughing. And shout out to Will Packer and Tina Gordon, who directed, for making me feel so comfortable on set and believing in me.
Yeah.
It was just so much fun. I play this girl named Sam, who's a struggling musician, and she's willing to do anything and everything, so not the best, to make her career pop off. So her dad forces her to go live in Atlanta with her extended family, and she finds herself thrown into the gospel world.
And you mentioned Emmy-nominated Hollywood producer, my friend Will Packer, behind this. You're in good hands everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. Tristan McWild in the Quavo, a whole cast of people. I'm sure it was a great release to be backstage and just bonding with friends.
It was amazing. And we just saw each other recently for the premiere, and we were all like squealing and excited because the movie turned out so great.
Right.
I'm so proud of it. And I think it's like our generation and like what we need right now.
Yeah, some fun. But before we go, and I know you have so many things to do, your fans who are here will not forgive me if I don't talk about the fashion and the beauty and the looks that you are constantly serving up these days.
You. I'm sorry.
Never a dull moment. So what phase are we in now?
Ooh, the phase that I'm in right now, I'm just really content and happy. And I'm like, God, give me energy, keep me awake. And I'm just like going.
But you're doing that, but I see these social media pictures, ma'am. There she is. I said, who is she channeling in these poses and I know people can have stylists. Here's a little tip. You can have a stylist, but if you don't have style, a stylist cannot help you.
That's true. That's true.
So you are coming through.
Thank you.
In your style and in your beauty. Are you looking through looks? Take me through the process. Take us into the closet.
To be honest, I have to give huge credit to my glam team
Yeah.
because I am literally just in sweats and every day.
I need proof. I don't believe it. I think you wake up
No
like
makeup. I'm with my cat Apollo. I'm chilling. So they help me look put together. So I got to give credit to them, to be honest, for that.
this. But this phase of your independence is coming through in your fashion.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm just not afraid to be myself.
Not afraid.
And I'm not afraid to try new things. You know?
Oh my God. Well, we love it, and I have to get a closer look at these beautiful nails
You
here.
like them?
Yes, I love these.
Thank you.
Okay, give us the scoop.
Oh, yes. So whenever I am on stage, I like my nails to shine when I'm holding the mic. So boom.
So boom. Well, we love you, and I'm so happy for you, and we can't wait to see Praise This, the tour, and everything. You have to come back, okay?
I will definitely come back.
I adore you. I adore you. Make sure you check out Chlöe's movie, Praise This. It is out on Peacock today. Her album, debut album, In Pieces, is available now.